As always, we'll start with invocation from Mr. Gene Goodsky. Miigwech, Jean. Approval of the agenda.
We'd like to remove Andy and the strategic plan until the next meeting. And Miranda will be presenting for Jenna on the 401K advisory change.
Any other additions or deletions? If not, I'll call for a motion to approve the agenda. Moved by Ray. Is there a second? Second by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Silent. Motion carried. Approval of minutes from January 17th, 2018 in Net Lake. We do have a correction on the minutes. It does say minutes of a special meeting of the Bois Forte Reservation Tribal Council held January 17, 2018 at the Lake Vermilion sector. That should say at Net Lake. So we'll need to make that change. If no other corrections or additions to the minutes, I'll call for a motion to approve with the correction made by Dave. Is there a second? Second by Ray. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Silent? Motion carried.
Okay, first we have new staff. We have health as a staff member.
Good morning, Donna.
I'd like to introduce Erin Danielson. She's the Indian Child Welfare Administrator.
Okay.
Hi.
Welcome, Aaron. Welcome.
Next, we have the consent agenda. This is for the appointment of Tad Johnson as the Election Court of Appeals Judge. This had to be done by January 30, and that's why the consent agenda was done. Council poll vote was 4-0-0. Call for motion to approve consent agenda. Moved by Ray. Is there a second? Second by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Silent? Motion carried. Karlene.
Yeah. Hello. I'd just like to bring up something that was brought up on October 4th. I was wondering if it was resolved. I ain't here to cause trouble. I just had a few questions. Just want to know if the residency issue on candidate Benner was resolved and how that turned out. Because I did watch it on the live stream, the residency where he brought up. So that, I ain't here to cause trouble. I just have a few questions about it, you know, and that's where I'm at now.
Okay.
So.
Yes, it'll be resolved today.
It'll be what went to the MCT, didn't it?
Oh, it went to the MCT?
Yeah.
Oh, it did?
No, that's where it was addressed to, wasn't it?
Oh, it was brought up on October 4th during the live stream. It was on the agenda?
For the council meeting?
Yeah.
I think the only thing I saw was that it went to the MCT. I don't know if they didn't do anything with it, so.
Do you recall,
'Cause
Dave
nothing
or
came
Ray?
here.
Karlene, can you back up a little bit and refresh what happened at that meeting?
On the October 4th?
Yes, please.
Oh, the live stream, it just was added to the agenda. They said Mark wasn't here that day. That was the residency. Brandon said he wanted to bring up the residency, his own, because it was an issue, and then they showed on live stream where
Oh,
the
the
three
one
of
where
yous
I
were
brought it
huddled.
up.
Yeah, when you brought it
Where I
up.
brought it up.
Yeah.
Okay, see, that's what I think. it was
Oh, you
what
didn't,
she wrote.
okay, all right.
Okay.
Well, it was a residency issue that
Yeah.
was brought up. So I was just wondering.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she meant the one that she wrote, that went to the tribe.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Did you
no.
bring it up?
We did, and nothing,
As far as I know, nothing was done with that.
nothing.
Oh, okay, it was just on the agenda then.
I think it was just a statement from Representative Benner. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering what Mark Anderson had to do.
Well, I
with
did
that.
ask Mark to be here today, but right now he's on a plane heading out of
Oh.
state. So I'm not sure if I don't believe he's available by phone right now. But we will be addressing the residency issue if it comes up within the certification of candidates.
Okay.
And so if we can move on to that, then we'll pursue the,
Get to it.
thank you, Karlene.
Yeah, thank you for,
Yes, you're welcome. Now we're on to certification of candidates for secretary treasurer. First candidate is Karlene Chosa. Just for everybody's information, we have all the documents regarding the certification in our books with regards to the background checks and everything, so, for each candidate. Do we have a motion? Call for a motion to approve Karlene Chosa for secretary treasurer. Moved by Dave. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ray. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Silent? Motion carried. David C. Morrison Senior, incumbent.
Move.
Motion to approve made by Ray. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Brandon. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Silent? Motion carried. Brandon B. Benner. Call for a motion to approve. Moved by Travis. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ray. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. District 1 Representative, Kristal Villebrun. Call for a motion to approve.
Move.
Moved by Brandon. Is there a second? Seconded by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Shane Drift, District 1. Motion to approve.
Move.
Moved by Brandon. Is there a second? Seconded by Travis. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Charles Howard Wagner. Motion to approve. Moved by Dave. Is there a second? Seconded by Travis. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried. Mildred R. Holmes. Motion to approve. Moved by Travis. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Edward D. Chavers. Moved by Brandon to approve. Is there a second? Seconded by Trav. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Edward Villebrun. Motion to approve.
Move.
Moved by Brandon. Is there a second? Seconded by Travis. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Robbie E. Goggleye. Motion to approve.
Move.
Moved by David. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Brandon. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Now we'll move on to District 2 representative for the Lake Vermilion side. Muriel Deegan.
Move.
Moved to approve by Ray. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Gary Wayne Adams.
Move.
Moved by Ray. Is there a second? Second by Trav. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. George J. Strong.
Move.
Moved by Ray. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Brandon. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Kristal Strong.
Move.
Moved by Ray. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Brandon. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Sidra Starkovich.
Move.
Moved by Ray to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Earl Villebrun.
Move.
Moved by Ray. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Brandon. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried. Corey Strong.
Move.
Moved by Ray to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Peter F. Boney.
Move.
Moved to approve made by Ray. Is there a
Is it
second?
Chief?
Yes.
Second.
Seconded by Brandon. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Congratulations to all the candidates, and I wish them well in their election process.
Like to go on.
Next, we'll move on to the selection of election boards. Okay. General Reservation Election Board, Miranda, do we know when these individuals will start? Okay. The general election board will be the individuals that will, for District 1 and District 2 in the upcoming election, they'll be the ones that work every day, handling the absentee ballots and whatever. And then the District 1 election board and the District 2 election board will work just the day of the election.
So how many do we need?
5?
We need
Four?
four for general board, four for
And do we
District 1 and
designate,
four for District 2.
do we designate the office? Or
Do they,
do we designate what office?
Yeah.
Do we designate the office?
Yes,
That they're holding?
yes.
Position?
Yeah, chair.
chair and members? Okay.
Chair, what are they, chair?
Teller, clerk, teller, and alternate.
Chair, clerk, teller, and alternate.
I'll make a motion to have William Whiteman as the chair of the general election board.
Motion made by Dave to approve William Whiteman as the chair of the general election board,
Second.
seconded by Ray. All in favor signify by saying aye. William Whiteman, Bill Whiteman. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Clerk next.
Clerk,
I'll make a motion to have Tracy Deegan be the clerk of the general election board.
Mo-
Okay.
what's that?
Okay, we don't have that information
That
on
second
any of them.
page behind
so-
the names?
What?
The second
Oh,
page
on the
behind the
second
names,
page, it
there's
tells
a,
you who wants to sit on
they
general.
checked on what
Oh,
they
okay.
wanted to do, if they wanted to serve on either a district board or general board.
Okay. I'll nominate Bruce Schuster.
No, he only wants to sit on
He's-
District 2.
Is he only District 2 too?
Yeah. Look at your second
Okay.
page.
Okay, why don't they have them on the same page?
I'd like to nominate Kathy Strong for the clerk.
Motion made by Brandon to nominate Kathy Strong as the clerk of the general election board. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Travis. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, silent, motion carried. Teller.
Or-
Okay, we've got Kathy.
Oh, how do we, what about Cheryl Early?
She wants District 2.
She was on District 2.
Yep.
And Geraldine, all the, hard to tell which,
Oh, your sheet,
hard to
there you
line them
go.
up. I'll nominate Mary Lee.
Ray
Little Wolf.
nominates Mary Lee Little Wolf as a teller,
Second.
seconded by Brandon. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Now we need an alternate.
I'll nominate Tony Wakemup.
Alternate is, Ray made a motion for alternate for Tony Wakemup. Is there a second? seconded by Trav. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. So the general election board is complete. Next, we move on to District 1 Election Board. We need a chair, and that's the day of the election. Okay. For District 1, Net Lake.
Motion for April Delaney as chair.
Motion by Dave for April Delaney as chair of the District 1 Election Board. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ray. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed?
Opposed.
One opposed. Silent. Motion carried. Next is Clerk. For District 1.
I'll nominate Ray Villebrun Jr.
Ray nominates Ray Villebrun Jr. as clerk. Is there a second? Second by Trav. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Silent? Motion carried. Next, we have Teller.
Who's left here?
And then an alternate.
Nominate Shelley Strong for Teller. Is that right, Teller?
Yes. Motion made by Ray to nominate Shelley Strong.
Kathy,
Yes.
she's immediate family.
Oh,
One of the candidates.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Withdraw your motion.
Yeah, I'll withdraw my motion.
We have two more. Okay, we need a teller.
Move for Tracy Gijik as teller.
Moved by Dave for Tracy Gijik as teller.
Second.
Seconded by Ray. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried. Now we need an alternate. Yes, you just got teller. Yeah. One more, alternate for District 1.
Alternate. I'll nominate Nina Villebrun.
Nomination for alternate motion made by Brandon for Nina Villebrun. Seconded by Trav. Is that Earl's sister? Is it- Cousin? Okay. Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Silent? Motion carried. Nina Villebrun.
Nina's, Earl's niece. That's not immediate family. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
My niece.
Okay. District 2.
Chair Tracy Deegan.
District 2 nomination for chair is Tracy Deegan, made by Ray. Seconded by Brandon. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried. Next is clerk.
Move for Geraldine Deegan.
Motion to approve Geraldine Deegan for clerk, made by Ray. Is there a second? Seconded by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried. Teller.
I'd like to move for Cheryl Early.
Motion to approve Cheryl Early as teller, made by Ray. Is there a second? Second by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried. And alternate.
Move for Bruce Schuster.
Motion to approve, made by Ray for Bruce Schuster. Is there a second? Seconded by Dave. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, silent, motion carried. We have our election boards. Okay.
I have a question. There are no, urban offices signed or polling places?
No. They'll be done by absentee.
Oh, on the old way?
Yeah, the old way. Now, the tribal, the TEC has an election ordinance amendment that was just approved on December 14th, 2017, where each band shall prepare a list of duly certified candidates, which we've done. The order of placement on the ballot shall be determined by lottery. So the way they're placed on the on the ballot will be done by lottery, and the lottery shall be performed in public. So WICO is putting the names into a basket there, and we're gonna draw for how they're gonna be listed on the ballot. If a candidate is the incumbent for the position, then the word incumbent shall appear on the ballot after the candidate's name. Once this is done, we'll submit it to the TEC. Who wants to draw? This is for the order of the ballot for Secretary Treasurer. First on the ballot will be, yep, Karlene Chosa. Second on the ballot will be, I can't open it, Brandon Benner. And then Dave will be listed third and as the incumbent. You guys will stay here. We'll make you do them all. So that's how that ballot will be listed. Next, we'll be doing District 1, WICO. I'm sorry. Just for everybody's knowledge, we will not be using the automated voting machines this year. It will all be done by manual ballots.
You guys are still gonna be called crooks.
Yeah. And that was also approved at the TEC on December 14th, 2017, where election for band governing body positions may be conducted by using an automated tabulating system. When a band governing body chooses not to use, they have the choice to use or not use the automated ballot system. Okay, this will be District 1. I didn't touch them. First on the ballot for District 1 will be Charles Howard Wagner. Second will be Edward Villebrun. Thank you. Third will be Mildred Holmes. The fourth one on the ballot will be Kristal Villebrun. Okay. Next one will be Edward D. Chavers. Got it. Okay. And the next one shall be Robbie Goggleye. And the last ballot on here will be Shane Drift. So that's the order for that District 1 ballot.
Who's one, Kathy?
Number 1 is Charles Howard Wagner. Take it up. Yeah. First name on the ballot for District 2, Ray Toodloff. No, I'm kidding. Sidra Starkovich. Number 2, Kristal Strong. Number 3, Gary Adams. Number 4, Peter Boney. Number 5, George Strong. Number 6, Corey Strong. Number 7, Earl Villebrun. And the last one shall be, who is that left? Muriel Deegan. So that's how the candidates will be listed on the ballots. Good luck to all the candidates.
Okay, first we have Holly Croteau with a gambling permit for the Laurentian Chamber of Commerce. Approval.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm over here.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm here on behalf of the Laurentian Chamber of Commerce. They will be holding the event here on February 23rd, 2018. And they would like me to sign a resolution to allow them to hold a raffle on property and sell raffle tickets. They have the necessary paperwork filled out, the permits from the state. The raffle is for them to raise money for their organization.
Laurentian Chamber of Commerce, this must be out of Virginia, huh?
Oh, this is like an annual thing, I mean,
Yes.
every year we're doing this, so,
Yes,
Yeah,
if
we've-
we can approve it, they would probably take their function somewhere else.
yeah, we've done it before, so I'll move to approve the gambling permit for Laurentian Chamber of Commerce.
Motion made by Ray, is there a second to approve?
Second.
Seconded by Dave, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Thank you, Holly.
Thanks. Next, we have Danny Prados with a CERTS grant agreement for weatherization.
Morning, Danny.
Morning. So I just want to say thank you to the planning department, Rick McMillan actually wrote this grant for us. We're awarded, $4,350 to afford labor to serve up to 50 homes, by installing, minimal weatherization techniques, such as caulking, weather stripping. First part of the project will be to go into a home, inspect door frames and window frames, and, as needed, put spray foam in. Again, it's minimal weatherization, it's, help offset some of the work order calls that we do get. Our elder and disabled maintenance program is pretty strapped for time, and so this was, an opportunity also to start a relationship with CERTS. It stands for the Clean Energy Resource Teams. They're looking at helping communities, move towards sustainability. So, from here, it's a good start, it's a baby step in the right direction. Just simply showing the community that we can take small steps in, buttoning up our homes, and becoming more energy efficient.
Will this, excuse me, will this be done by housing maintenance staff then, or?
No, so the grant itself only affords labor, so we were initially gonna contract out, but due to liability issues and everything else, we found it easier to hire in-house. So the position has been posted, I'm not sure when the hiring is gonna start. And so the technician will work with, our maintenance supervisor, Warren Villebrun, and then myself to come up with, action plan once we get everybody registered.
So just so I clearly understand, it's not a new additional position, then it's
It is a
just
position
supplementing?
just for this project.
Oh, it is, okay.
Yeah, it's temporary, so.
But you said something about hiring in-house.
Right, I'm sorry, getting the labor in-house, but it's just for the project.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
okay.
So instead of contracting, I guess, out of our house for a service provider that.
Okay.
Yeah, within our.
I'll move.
Motion to approve made by Ray. Is there a second? Seconded by Trav. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Danny, I have one last question. Is this for all the homes on the reservation?
So serving up to 50 of those that are in the elderly disabled maintenance program.
Okay.
And even those that maybe aren't currently registered but would be interested, they still do meet those eligibility
Okay.
requirements. They would be enrolled in this project.
Okay,
There's also a release of information that they require, and that includes using us as like a case study, so we'll write a report back to them on how the project goes, so that
Okay.
they can advertise. We'll also have a press release that they wrote that we're gonna submit to local media.
okay,
So you're basically paying for labor
Yes.
and we cover probably the cost.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly, so, it's about $1,750 per, district.
Right. Okay.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Good job.
Next, we have Miranda with the personnel policy revision and the 401K advisory change, record keeping conversion.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miranda. Oh, she's fast.
Presented for you is a revision for personnel policy, introductory period. In your packet is the revised policy, and what's in addition is in blue font. And so what we would be changing is for supervisory personnel, their introductory period, would increase from the 90 days to 180 days. So a 6-month introductory period for supervisory personnel.
And that's like the directors and
Yes,
the,
supervisory personnel is designated on the balance. And so employees would know.
Okay, question, Miranda, that doesn't mean that they have to stay on, we have to keep them at least 180 days?
No.
Or up to 180
Up to.
days? Maybe it should say up to 180 calendar days, because you might find in 30 days that they're not a right fit. So,
Up to 180 days.
yeah.
okay. And any other discussion or comments? Call for a motion to approve the personnel policy revision sections 309 introductory period with changes to say up to 180 days?
I'll
Is it-
move.
Oh,
I have a quick question.
yes.
Up to 180 days, that almost sounds like a choice, you know?
It is.
Because what's the definition of the introductory period? It's still the introductory period, but if you say up to 180 days, to me, it sounds like a choice. Not to make it so technical, but.
Do you mean like you could designate after 100 days their introductory period would be done?
Yeah, it says up to 180
Yeah.
Yeah, it
days.
seems kind
Yeah,
of
it does.
subjective.
That's how I read it.
Yeah. Well,
It could
It-
be
it is-
challenged.
to me, it is a choice. Because if they're in an introductory period and they're not pulling their weight or doing the job, then you can remove them. If you say 180 days specifically, then you have to keep somebody on, maybe that's incompetent for,
I'm talking about the
Okay, and so you've,
But
pa-
you would
you-
still have that.
yeah, you've passed the grade at 100 days, and so you can say, you can stay in the job. That's fair, yeah.
But it can be terminated during that
During
Yeah.
that
180, which
time.
is
Yeah,
kind of
that's
dangerous.
kind of what I was getting at, yeah.
Yeah.
Billy, can you come up here, please? I know, I'm sorry, but Tara, next time, come up here.
All I was gonna say was, in the personnel policies, it allows for termination if before the end of the introductory period, you deem the person unfit. It's already in there.
But I mean, if you're looking for, somebody's looking for legal recourse, you could say, well, they told me when I was hired I would get 180 days. To me, it's just a safeguard.
I understand that, but as it is now,
Yeah.
I could terminate someone in their
Sure.
introductory period, because it says in the policies, in the disciplinary section.
All right.
Mrs. Brodeen?
Hear me from back here.
It should stay at 180 days, because even if you wanted to get rid of somebody before that, you're an at-will termination. You can do it at-will termination anytime. So,
true.
Yeah,
You do it at 10 months.
yeah, I mean,
okay,
so it should stay at 180 days.
okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you for your
I-
input then.
I have
Girls.
No problem.
So leave it as is.
I'd leave it as is.
Yeah, because
Okay.
if you guys look at the first paragraph in the introductory period in 309, about halfway down, it says, although this time should be considered to be probationary, in the sense that it is a test period in some respects, employees must be aware that they may be terminated at any time during or after this period.
Okay, it's right in there. Protection is right
So
in there.
that's in the first paragraph there.
Okay, so I'll call for a motion to leave it as presented by Miranda,
I'll move.
moved by Ray, seconded by Trav. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Okay, Miranda, you're next.
Next on the agenda, is requesting approval from the tribal council to name Ryan Marker as from United Planners Financial Services as the financial advisor for the Bois Forte Reservation 401k retirement plan. This would only be for the tribal government portion of the 401k. Fortune Bay and the enterprises and the commercial plan would retain UBS as financial advisors.
So this is just to change it on the tribal government side to Brian Marker.
So we should do these separate, right? Just do one for the government side, then do the second one for Fortune
You
Bay?
already have.
No, Fortune Bay we don't have to do anything with that one, that will just stay as is.
Okay.
We're making the change on our side.
Yeah.
Just want to change to the financial advisor.
Call for a motion to approve the change, 401k advisory change and record keeper conversion to Brian Marker for the Bois Forte tribal government side.
Move.
Moved by Brandon, is there a second? Seconded by Travis, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Thank you, Miranda.
Get something else too.
You have to do the Voya.
Oh,
So I
okay,
switched from Voya to Mass Mutual.
sorry.
Next, the investment committee is recommending to remove Voya as our record keeper for our 401k and engage Mass Mutual. And so we would be moving all of our 401k money from
Voya to Mass
to
Mutual.
Mass Mutual, which is a completely different company. And this is based upon using our 3% rate on our fixed account. We were notified early last year that Voya would be removing that, which we've had for years and years. And so we did a record keeper search, and we came up with two kind of finalists. It was Voya and Mass Mutual. And after hearing the presentations, the investment committee has decided that
Watch 'em be.
Enterprises and the commercial plan, so all of our locations.
And this, it says on their, on your memo here that, if approved, the committee plans to have the conversion completed by July 1st of 2018. Call for a motion to convert our 401K retirement plan from Voya to Mass Mutual. Moved by Travis? Moved by Travis. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Brandon. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. There, now. Good job, Miranda.
Next, we have Doris with a letter of support for travel practices for a wellness and Indian country grant.
Good morning, Doris.
I have a grant that's work in progress, and it's through CDC. It's titled Tribal Practices for Wellness in Indian Country. The amount is $144,000. I'll just read the letter, the brief paragraph I wrote. This grant is being written for the implementation of tribal practices and cultural traditions to build resiliency and connections to the community and culture to improve physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health and well-being. Through involvement of participants, it will strengthen tribal identity and connection to the culture while learning the language and improvements in healthy lifestyles. Risks for chronic diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, or stroke will become a lower risk among future generations. This grant doesn't require a resolution as other grants that I've worked on. It does require a letter of support from the Tribal Council. And I did talk with Andy Datcom and decided that approval from the entire Tribal Council in the form of a motion that they appropriate to authorize Kathy to sign the letter of support. So this is my request. I didn't attach the work that I've worked on before because I'm still doing work on the work plan.
Okay.
But it would be based out of the Native Arts Fitness Center because the grant primarily deals with cultural and traditional and contemporary exercise.
I like that concept. It's really good. It's got in here about the maple camping supplies, maple sugaring, food canning, trapping, canoeing, survival skills, all kinds of different cultural components, like you said, into today's wellness too. So I think that's a really good idea.
I just think that this is a great thing. I like how it's tied into the wellness center and, you know, to offset some of that stuff. And this is the kind of stuff that we're looking for when it comes to getting all of our funding in place when it comes to budget time. And this is just, it's a great thing. I really, really hope that we get it. So, good job.
Question, Doris, is I don't see the whole plan here, I just see a budget, but, so I just gotta ask, is the Vermilion Wellness Center
Yes,
involved in this and gonna be part of it?
yeah,
Okay.
it is involved. It'll be in the work plan.
Okay,
What's being done over at Never will be done in Vermilion.
okay.
And budget includes money to do the same thing, same projects at both places. Some of the projects will be combined, but there'll be some that logistically will be here or there.
Okay. Well, thank you. That's, looks like we'll get something to, from this grant, something that'll supplement the salaries of the staff, right? Yeah. Good, thank you.
No other comments or questions for Doris? I'll call for a motion to approve a letter of support for the Tribal Practices for Wellness and Indian Country Grant. Moved by Dave,
Second.
is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ray, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried. Good job, Doris.
Nothing else on the
Nothing
agenda?
else? Call for a motion to adjourn. You wanna sit here? Okay. Moved by Travis, is there a second? Second by Brandon, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, silent, motion carried, meeting adjourned. Just for everybody's information, tonight we do have the Bureau of Indian Affairs putting on a heroin opioid presentation at Net Lake at 6 o'clock tonight at the Tribal Government Center. Tomorrow night we'll be here at Fortune Bay, I believe, at 6 o'clock. So, thank you, everybody, for coming.